Yes, so I want to talk about the instability that faces Cameroon towards the election, the election period. The election is coming up in October, but the Cameroonians are not ready to face the challenge ahead of them. They are still thinking that the CPGM will keep putting them under the bondage that they are. What I saw Kamto did from Paris in France and the welcome he had in Douala, I think that the Cameroonese people have started waking up to the reality of the day. You cannot have a country with one president for 43 years and you say there's democracy. There's no democracy. You cannot allow one president to rule for 43 years. Then you say there's democracy or free and fair elections. There is none. So when you see the situation now, CPGM, they want to continue use Paul Biya as their punching bag. They want to put him there so that they'll say, oh, he's the one ruling. Somebody who is 93 years old. Think of it. Okay. The political situation in Cameroon cannot survive the pressure of this time. The CPGN regime want to stay in power. So they will do everything in their power to make sure that they stay in power and to keep that country as they are doing it now. There's a war going on in Amazonia. There is the crisis in the north with the Boko Haram. There is refugee crisis. There is, the people of southern Cameroon have internally displaced. The Cameroon government is spending money instead of solving the problem. They want to use the war as a means to say, hey, we are the only one that can resolve the problem. For the past 8 years, this is the modus operandi of the Cameroon government to stay in power. That, hey, let's keep Paul Biya there because Paul Biya know how to handle this situation. If we remove Paul Biya from power, who's going to handle the various crises going on? But if somebody has been there for 43 years, the whole bunch of cabinets, they will move one minister from one ministerial position to another, just rotating them. The 12 disciples, changing them from one ministry to another. Then they want you to believe that those same people can change something. For 43 years, they have not done anything. They have instead creating division and ruling. Division and ruling. That system is what they call divide and rule, where you look at people who are too happy together, you go there and do something to incite division so that you can be now the person that they will look up to. That's how the people of Southern Cameroon have been under this system, okay, where the government of Cameroon will come and do all this manipulation between, now they created this what they call the House of Chiefs. They carry chiefs and put in one house. They say that's the House of Chief. Carry this other Southwest chief put in one house. They say this is the House of Chief. Okay, when they have nothing doing. What we are seeing now, the election in Cameroon, gonna determine the future of the Amazonian War. Gonna determine the future of Cameroon. Because for all these years, you cannot be for almost 10 to 15 years. You have not changed ministers. You just carry this one, put it here. Carry this minister, change this here. Carry this one. All are incompetent people. How do you expect an incompetent man without knowledge of anything you put in the ministry as a minister? How do you expect reform? You just switch your your fan club. Your brother would carry one of your friends to this, just like that's how Paul Biya has been leading that country. And we have seen that for 43 years that guy has been president. He has done nothing. Nothing. Okay. If you look at Yaoundé today, you ask yourself, is this the capital city of a country? You go to Boya, you ask yourself, is this the capital of Southern Cameroon and Bazonia? Then back then we had airports, we had seaports, we had infrastructures. We had no reason to go and fly in Douala or go and fly in Yaoundé and Simaleng Airport, okay, because we had all this infrastructure. But they have gradually made this infrastructure to go broke, okay, that has destroyed them intentionally. So what I'm saying here is that the role of the Cameroon people is to make sure that they send away this government. Because if you have a government that has been for 43 years without any change, what do you expect something good can come from this government? Okay, give them another 7 years. Countries have 5 years of change, 2 terms of office, and you change. But you allow one person to rule that country for 43 years. And all along, he has not won a single election. Because all what he does is that he just bribe all these election committee people. He just bribe them and they'll say, oh, that he won. But everything is rigged and rigged and rigged. But that's how it works. So do you expect this guy to do anything different? I'm talking now to the Cameroonese people. Because, look, presidents are being changed for a reason. Because if you have a president that doesn't know what he's doing, and you know that this person is not doing something good, why do you still keep the person in power? Why do you think that he can do something? I see presidents coming up nowadays. They start, because they know they have 4 years to work. Number 5th year is election. So each president, when they come to power, they want to do something good so that people can vote them for second term. And it ends there. Once you have been 2 years, most countries have the same law. The 2-term office is what people know. You leave for the next person to come in. But our people, they see nothing wrong in allowing somebody there, incompetent, very, very old and frail, is a dictator, is declared war on the people of Southern Cameroon and Bazonia, is having so much blood in his hand. Okay? You know what I'm talking about, the human rights abuses, all these atrocities that have been committed, the genocide, the homicide that has been committed by this same regime. And you say, oh, they can do something different. But my own advice is for the Cameroonese. You have this time to bring that change that most countries have brought to their country. You have the decision making. If you allow this same government to rule you, you have yourself to blame. If you want change, you have yourself to blame. Make sure you do everything possible to do everything to have a free, fair, and transparent election. If not, these same people who have been there for 43 years will extend their evil, okay, for another 7 years. And you keep lamenting and lamenting and lamenting. Nothing will change. Yes.